if I don't stop drinking, I could just drink forever. Why are you so afraid to be with your thoughts? Why are you so afraid to be sober? Why do you have to numb yourself through this gift of an existence? Like, why? Oh my God, this is just a rant about why I stopped drinking. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tyler Gomez and today I want to talk about drinking. More specifically, my relationship with alcohol and why I stopped drinking. For some background, I haven't drank all year. It's gonna be April next week, so that's about 3 full months going into my 4th month sober. And has it been hard? No. It hasn't been hard, but it has taken like intentionality. In my lifestyle, in my world, living as a 20-something-year-old influencer in Los Angeles, there are so many opportunities to drink. I had an opportunity to drink today, had an opportunity to drink yesterday, the day before. Every event, open bar, dating. So many people want to get drinks or like go to dinner where drinks are involved. Friends, they want to get drinks. Like there's just so much drinking and drinking is just normalized. I started drinking. Oh my God, this is so crazy. I'm admitting to a crime. I had my first sip of alcohol when I was like 15. It might have been 14. I went to prom my sophomore year because a senior girl that I was friends with, she took me with her friend group and they were party girls and I was so excited to go, and I drank that night. And I want to say that was my first time drinking, like actually drinking. Like before that, I drank like wine coolers with my mom. So that was my first time drinking. It would be like on the weekends with my friends, and I was just really into binge drinking. I thought it was so fun to black out. That was my goal, and that was like the beginning of just a very negative relationship with alcohol. Fast forward to college, it's like that, but no barriers, no parameters on it. In college, you could also drink every night of the week, and I joined a business fraternity. What do business people do? Drink. They do business over drinks. They do everything over drinks. Developed a really negative relationship with drinking. Like, not even negative, well, I would say negative because alcohol is literally poison, but it was just this excessive like consumption of alcohol. I never said no to a drink. I wanted to drink you under the table. I thought it was cool, and I liked who Drunk Tyler was. I mean, I like Sober Tyler too. I never disliked Sober Tyler, but I just felt like the world was more fun when you were looser and you just had a drink, and it was just fun. It was just really fun. And then fast forward to studying abroad in London for 6 months, where the legal age of drinking is 18. So I could actually just go to a pub and drink. And I really started dating for the first time there, and everybody wanted to get drinks. So, I mean, it was just snowball. So when I was thinking about this sober period of my life right now, I was like reflecting on how it began, how my drinking began. I was like, I have been binge drinking since college. Snowball. Like, I just never got off that alcoholic roller coaster. And I think a lot of people can relate to like, college is just a time where everyone's drinking. It's so normalized. I'm 5 years out of college and I could continue those habits. Like, it's like either you get off the ride or you will continue forever. I kind of took a look at myself and I was like, I don't know if I should be doing this. And so last year I started doing this thing. Even before last year, I would do this thing where, okay, if I had a trip coming up or like Coachella, I would be sober for a month before Coachella, because I knew while I'm drinking, I don't like to have moderation. Like, I don't want to go out and just have 2 drinks. That, honestly, that's stupid to me. That might sound crazy, but I just feel like if I'm drinking, I want to be drunk. And if I want to be drunk, I want to black out. No, that's crazy. I've reined it in since then. But if I'm drinking, I want to be drunk. So it never really made sense to me to like, oh, I'm gonna just do one. That just never made sense to me. I'm an all or nothing type of girl. So it's like, either I'm taking 10 shots or I just won't have any shots. And I knew for Coachella, I wanted to have 1,000 shots. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna moderate everything and I'm gonna balance it out by just not drinking for this period of time. And then when I'm ready, I'll drink, and then yeah, so I would take these breaks, these month-long breaks. I was already sober curious at that point because I knew alcohol was bad. I knew when I stopped drinking, like, people would always compliment me and say like, oh my God, Tyler, you look like you're glowing within. My grandma, one time she was like, you know, I really don't want you to drink. Like, drinking causes cancer, like your liver, like you gotta protect your liver. And my grandma had made comments about my drinking before, and I never really took them seriously because she doesn't drink. And I'm just like, you just don't get it, grandma. Like, you don't drink, so you think anybody who drinks is like, it's so bad, but it's not so bad. Everybody drinks, it's normal. The thing is, things can be normal and they can also be bad. Like, just because something's normalized doesn't mean that it's inherently good. Just because the government is selling it to you doesn't mean it's good. I saw a comment under a post where someone was talking about how alcohol is literally poison, and they were like, I don't think the government would allow poison to be sold at the stores. And why the hell not? Do you see what's in our food? The government is not this like moderator of what is good and what is bad. The government is a moderator of what fills their pockets and what doesn't. Yeah, so what inspired this video is I've been to Coachella for the past 2 years, and I be drinking. I have the best time of my life, and I drink. So I was thinking, I was like, damn, should I drink for Coachella? Like, I don't know. Like, I was really thinking about it, and I made a video on TikTok about it. I've decided I'm not going to because I really like being able to say I haven't drank all year. That's really fun to me. And I think it's okay. Like, I think some people might feel some shame about like liking to be able to say you haven't drank all year, but I do like it. It's an achievement. It's not an easy thing to do. It's not a thing that most people are doing. So yeah, I'm gonna have my pride in it, okay? And it's not something I've done before. So yeah, I'm gonna be proud of that. Yeah, so I was thinking about drinking at Coachella because I had such a good time drinking. But then I thought about it, and one of the best days, like party days of my life, was Revolve Fest last year. Check out my Coachella vlog if you haven't. Let me know if you want more Coachella content. Yeah, it was so fun. And can I be candid? So at Coachella, you know, people are doing a lot of different things. They're hanging out with girls named Molly. They're eating their mushrooms. They're doing a lot of things. So on days I hang out with Molly are not days I'm drinking, because that does not mix. Pro tip, if you don't do that, don't mix them. So I had one day I was hanging out with Molly, and that was super fun, and I love that. I felt like love was radiating from my being. But then the day I drank was like, honestly, on another level. Like drinking, I was like, I just like drinking. Like drinking is just so much fun. Like the Revolve Festival, we drank so much, and then we went to Neon Carnival, and that was so fun. Like, but the thing about Neon Carnival is I don't remember much of it. Like, we took a ton of pictures, so I was able to piece together like a movie of the night because of all the pictures we took. But when I really think about it, I'm like, yeah, I have like major holes in my memory. Like, had it not been for those pictures, I wouldn't have remembered it because I was drinking so much. So I balanced those things out, like the fun I had, but also not remembering and like waking up feeling like shit. It's just something to hold in the balance. Although I didn't have too bad of hangovers. If you hydrate enough, you can avoid it. But yeah, so what made me stop drinking this year, like what really did it, was I wanted to lock in all my health goals with like losing weight. Like I really wanted to get serious with that. And alcohol is an impediment. Alcohol, when you're drinking it, your body stops burning fat because it needs to break down the alcohol. That's the bigger priority. The poison that's literally in your body. So that's what I was like, you know what, I'm gonna lock in, I'm gonna stop drinking. But then, you know, there were some other benefits that I've seen too. Like I have more energy, I have more clarity. It's easier for me to make better decisions because, you know, alcohol clouds your judgment. And bro, alcohol leads to promiscuity too. But then again, I've been promiscuous and I've been sober. So we'll throw that one out. My skin looks so much better. I've had good skin. My skin has never looked so good. Other people would notice too, like people would tell me like, you look like you're glowing from within. Like I would always get that compliment whenever I stopped drinking. Like I would never get that compliment any other time. But if I was like 2 weeks without a drink of alcohol, I would get that compliment. So that's when I started registering. I was like, oh, I feel like there are some other effects. And I have less face bloating. Like my face is getting smaller. I just felt like my face was so inflamed. Like I was just like, oh my God, I feel like I've gained so much weight in my face. So I started gouacheing, I don't know. So I do that in combination with not drinking, I think has done wonders. And then like, you know, inflammation, like I'm slimming down, like I can see my abs all throughout the day now. I used to go only see them in the morning. And now I see him throughout the day, which is nice. Other benefits from not drinking alcohol, the moral superiority of being able to say, I'm not drinking alcohol, that feels good. I think it just also just helps me stay disciplined, like having this promise that I made to myself and keeping it. I think it's like renewing my trust in myself, helping me believe in myself, like, okay, when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. That boosts your self-esteem. Like when you can trust yourself to keep the promises you make, I think that's one of the best things you can do for your self-concept. One thing I noticed is like some of the guys that I dated that I was like super impressed by, they didn't drink much, which it was like just something I noticed like here and there. Like there'd be this like super successful guy who inspired me in a lot of ways, and he just wouldn't drink much. And I was like, wow. At first when he told me he didn't drink, I was like heavy in my drinking era, and I was just like, oh my God, you don't drink, you're boring. Like I really did not like dating guys who didn't drink, because I'm just like, what are we gonna do? Like I love getting drunk with my man. Honestly, I do. I just noticed over time that like these really disciplined people didn't drink. I just think it makes you more beautiful when you don't. I'll be honest, like I think I look so beautiful. Like I've never felt prettier in my entire life, and I'm sure that's a reflection of, you know, knowing how to do my skincare, knowing how to do my makeup, being in the gym, not drinking though. Like I just really feel it in my face. Oh my God, this is just a rant about why I stopped drinking. I don't even really necessarily want to encourage people to stop. I want to encourage people to think about it more, to think deeper about it, and to just make a informed decision on what you're putting in your body. Because at the end of the day, I don't like telling people what to do. You grown, I'm grown, do you. But I just think knowledge is power. I was just in the dark about like how harmful alcohol was. And when you stop drinking and you start feeling like how good you feel without it, like I've heard people say this before, but it's really true. I'm scared to drink. I'll be honest. I'm scared to drink. One, because I know I'd like get like I know it would be like one shot and I'm on the floor. But two, my body feels so good. Like I lift heavy. I run far. I am like at my peak physicality. Like I'm scared of ingesting poison. And you should be too. Really, I just stopped because I want to lose weight and alcohol was an impediment. The way I think about it is it's this cycle. So one, you drink the alcohol. There are calories in the alcohol, especially if you get sugary cocktails. Then your body doesn't burn fat when you're drinking. Like when you ingest the alcohol, your body's not burning fat. When you're drinking, you're more likely to like want something to soak up the alcohol, something greasy, something that's heavy in calories and carbs. Another setback. You're not gonna get quality sleep. Alcohol disrupts your sleep, so you're not getting quality sleep, so the recovery's not good. And then you're gonna be hungover, so it's gonna be harder to go to the gym and keep on track with your routine. So it's like this negative feedback loop with drinking that I just don't want any parts of. So I've decided I'm not drinking at Coachella, but I do have a Miami trip coming up, and that scares me because I do kind of want to drink in Miami. It's fucking Miami. I've never been to Miami sober. Like literally I went to Miami for my 21st birthday when I could finally drink. That's where I went. So it'll be weird doing that sober. I think I might try it. I don't know. I'm the type of person though that I like knowing what I'm gonna do before. Like even with guys, like I start the night knowing like, okay, I'm hooking up with this person or I'm not. Or I'm gonna kiss this person or I'm not. I'm gonna drink tonight or I'm not. I'm gonna do this or I'm not. Like I like knowing that so I can make the promise to myself and keep it. The only time I like get mad at myself or like feel bad is when I don't keep that promise. When I go into a situation and I'm like, I'm not gonna do this, and then I do it. I hate that so much. Whatever I decide to do, it has to be like a conscious decision I make ahead of time. We'll see how Coachella goes. People ask me like, so how long are you not drinking? And I kind of said, well, I'll drink like to celebrate, or I'll drink like on special occasions, like on vacation. I don't know. Like I kind of don't want to do that either. Like, drinking to celebrate sounds kind of crazy. I heard this fitness influencer talk about how like you did good on your diet and you're gonna treat yourself with a sweet treat. Like you're not a fucking dog, you don't need a treat. And I kind of think the same way about alcohol. Like, okay, I did something good, I'm gonna treat myself with poison. Yeah, I kind of think of it the same. I'm like, why do I really want to celebrate by like ruining my streak of sobriety? Do I really want to celebrate by ingesting poison? I don't know. Like, we can find something else to do to celebrate. And then the whole vacation thing, I don't know, maybe if I'm out the country, because I feel like alcohol out the country is different, but I don't know. It's a big question mark on when I'll drink again, but right now I'm just feeling so good and I want to keep feeling good. And also, alcohol is a depressant. Like, when I drink a lot, I definitely get in my depressive states, and I've been feeling pretty good. Like, I mean, you know, life be lifing. It ain't all rainbows and sunshines over here. I've definitely had some like dark times. I think alcohol would have made them worse. I just have this like mental clarity. Like right now, like with life, I feel like I'm hearing God in a way. Like I'm hearing the universe. I feel like the universe is really like, I'm listening. I'm able to listen because my mind isn't like clouded with other stuff. And this even goes into like, I stopped birth control. I was taking these synthetic hormones every day for 10 years. And like, I just really wanted to get back to self, because I felt like all this like stuff I was ingesting and putting in, and even like I'm really, it goes deep. Like, I've been thinking about the music I've been listening to. Like, I've been listening to Drake's new album and I love it. It's so good. Injected into me. But I've also been behaving in interesting ways, and I think it's because of the music I'm listening to. I'm listening to how like these guys are with these girls and how like niggas ain't shit and they be cheating and da 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 da, and I'm ingesting this, I'm consuming it. So of course it's gonna affect like me and my mental state and what I'm doing and how I'm thinking about things and how I'm viewing things, because I'm consuming it. Everything you consume affects you, whether it's food, conversation, podcast, talking, like everything you consume affects you. This video isn't to make anyone stop drinking, but really just to investigate your decisions with drinking, because for me, I saw the trajectory. I was like, if I don't stop drinking, I could just drink forever. Like, the limit does not exist. Like, I have to create that limit. No one's gonna tell me no. Everyone's always gonna push alcohol in my face. I go to these events, it's always gonna be present for me. It's not gonna stop unless I stop it. And I know for me that I needed to stop it. I know that for me it wasn't good. I don't think for anyone it's good, but I can only speak for myself. If you're sober curious, I say, ooh, oh my God, I closed my rings. See, this is the dopamine I get now. I hit all my 3 goals. But if you are sober curious, I would say test it out. Dip your toe in. Try a month. Try 2 months. I could do a whole nother conversation on marijuana usage, because kind of what I would do for a long time is like, okay, I'd stop drinking and then I'd smoke like a bunch. Or I'd stop smoking and I'd drink a bunch. And it was like I was just running away from sobriety. And I'm like, damn, girl, why are you so afraid to be with your thoughts? Why are you so afraid to be sober? Why do you have to numb yourself through this gift of an existence? Like, why? That was a conversation I had last week, actually, because I was smoking so much. I was like, damn. But I realized smoking is bad for you too. So now I just do edibles. But ciao. It's really hard trying to like live health consciously in our modern world, because it's like we know better. We know what's good, but then we don't do it. And there's so much access to the bad stuff. If you really want to like be healthy, live a healthy life, a health conscious life, it takes so much intention. It takes so much discipline to stay on that path. I think I'm gonna end it here. This was a little rambly, but I don't know. Did you like it? Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know about your relationship with alcohol. Answer these things. When did you stop drinking? How often do you drink? And would you ever stop drinking? I'm not trying to tell anyone how to live their life. It's my experience, and hopefully it resonated with you. It's on my heart, so it's in the world now. Thanks for watching. Bye. Oh, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.